Dilly Dally is one of the greatest costume designers out of the Ukraine.
That was Salvador Dali's brother, wasn't it?
It was Salvador, but Dilly Dally wasn't very known. He died very unhappy with a lot of costumes.
Well, his brother ripped him off.
You should have seen Dilly Dally when he went out. When he went out on Halloween, he went out as a mailbox, except he was then hauled into a repair truck. No one saw him. He was lost in a warehouse for 6 months. And he was gathered with a bunch of other real mailboxes, but no one knew he was.
Yeah, but nobody gathers mailboxes. Oh. You gather the mail, and the mail is in the box.
No, they were going to be painted.
Oh, they were going to be painted.
It was a new beautification at the Ukraine Post Service.
Oh, right. Well, what was going to? So when the mailboxes were gone, how was the mail going to get delivered? Did they postpone it for the entire month?
Oh yeah, they just postponed it. They were on strike anyways.
I heard he went postal.
Well, everyone was going postal anyways.
That's right.
No one could tell who was angry.
No, I know.
Everyone was angry and shooting.
And it's not the Ukraine. It's Ukraine.
Ukraine.
You don't say, hey, have you been to the Ukraine? You say, I've been to Ukraine.
Oh, did you go there once on vacation?
No, you're missing the point.
You get in trouble. Oh, you went to Ukraine.
I didn't even go to Ukraine.
You didn't?
I'm just saying.
Why are we talking about this then?
Okay, what are you going to help me with this shelf?
I'm always helping. Listen.
Whatever happened to Dilly Dally?
Oh, Dilly Dally. Well, I think he emigrated to New Guinea.
No, you immigrate to. You emigrate from.
Oh, he emigrated.
Yeah, it's like infer and imply.
Infer and imply.
Yeah, the listener infers, the speaker implies. You emigrate from a country and you immigrate to another.
Dilly Dally implied that he was going to go to New Guinea.
And what did Salvador infer from that?
Salvador inferred that he was pulling his leg. In a
euphemism, not a euphemism. What do you call it? That's
in a metaphorical way.
A metaphorical way, yes. Yeah, not a metamorphosis way.
No.
That's when you change from one thing to another, like Kafka.
Did you see our new Kafka costume? Oh, it's just a big, huge cockroach. We better start coming up with some costumes. Remember our business last year? Well, that was when we were in our repairing nuclear heating system.
Nuclear heating system.
Well, with the nuclear system, we had to keep them cool.
Wasn't that when you were at the...
Why can't we bring some of our vast amounts of knowledge and experience and bring it into this business? Like when we discovered that Egyptian tomb.
And then there was the one where you were running the coffee house out in the Nevada desert?
Where it always, by the nuclear disaster where it was raining all day.
We've been on a lot of different businesses.
What are we going to do with all these costumes? We have to sell them. We need some ideas. I know, maybe we can give prizes away with them.
That's right.
Because no one's been coming through this door. As soon as Halloween is over, we stand here all day coming up with these fucking ideas, but no one comes. We put up the big Christmas opposite holiday festival.
That's right.
Everyone walks by. This year is
1617.
1617. Yeah. And witches, they're getting pissed off because we're marketing them as costumes.
Right. That's why they're pissed off. And ghosts as well. This place is haunted, you know.
You know this ghost? Do you know who he is? It's Dilly Dally. That's why we know so much about him. He lived many years ago in the Ukraine, and we're in 1617.
Right.
Oh, we've traveled in time. I thought things were a bit strange. I couldn't find my car.
Remember the Eloy?
The Carpenters.
Yes, the Carpenters. They had a union.
And a band.
Yeah.
They weren't the famous Carpenters.
Yes, it was like Dilly Dally, right? He's the lesser known of the two brothers.
Of the Salvador.
Of the Dallies.
We celebrate those who are not as well known.
Remember Gutenberg's Bible?
Oh yeah, the one printed by Gutenberg. Gutenberg, he tried to print a Bible and it had so many spelling mistakes in it. All his S's were F's.
Well, he had a lisp, eh?
He wrote his lisp in. That's because he couldn't write it, he dictated it to his sister.
Yeah.
And she
what was her name?
He was Gutenberg.
Because she got married, right?
But Gutenberg was his first name. Yeah, he was Gutenberg.
He was Gutenberg.
Yeah, because he was Gutenberg's cousin. Yeah, he was Gutenberg.
Oh, okay.
And so his sister became Gutenberg.
Brunsey.
Oh, yeah, it was
Wasn't that Gutenberg Brunsey?
Gutenberg Brunsey.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, when she got married, she got kind of depressed, and her husband apparently was only 3 feet tall.
Yeah.
And he didn't like her very much.
No.
He only married her for her printing press.
Right. It was a print-in press.
A print-in press.
Print-in press, right? That's why the letters came.
Oh, it was the print and press.
No. Print and press.
Oh, print and press.
Yeah, like I'm running.
Print and press.
No.
Her husband thought she was pressing books. and he wanted to write his autobiography about being in the World Height Challenge. He realized that she was doing laundry. Yeah, she was printing T-shirts and pressing them. And then he got despondent and he left.
Yeah, see, all this time I thought it was just kind of hillbilly speak for printing.
No, that had nothing to do with the Billies from the hills.
Williams.
Hill Willie.
No, isn't
those
Billy?
The Hill Willies, not Hill Billies.
The Hill Lawrences.
There's not much known about the Hill Larrys. The Hill Larrys were...
they had a feud, didn't they, with the Hillbillies?
Yeah, there was only about 10. They became despondent as well. They also wrote their book, and they got it pressed by Houghtonburg Brunsey. And then her husband got jealous too because she started spending too much time on the Hill Larrys' work. Well, the Hill Larrys mingled with the Hill Wills, the Hill Willies.
Because Billy's...
Hill Willies. It always ended with a Y. Hill Willies. The Hill Willies were actually quite an angry group.
Because they were so short?
They were quite arrogant, actually. They thought they had big willies. They would always go into town bragging, oh, here comes the Hill Willies. And they would actually expose themselves to prove that they had huge willies. And that's the story of the Hill Willies. Now, the Hill Larrys, they weren't as famous. They weren't very popular with women.
No, because they had small willies, I think.
Well, that was unspoken, really.
Right.
Well, the Hill Willies once caught a Hill Larry
Yeah.
Swimming, and so he was screaming that...
Didn't they look up like that? Didn't they pull him by the neck and see if he had a willy?
They did. Well, he did have a willy.
Did Larry had a willy?
Hill Larry did have a willy, but he had just gotten out of a cold lake, and he had shrinkage.
Oh.
Well, it wasn't very scientifically founded then.
Right. Shrinkage, is that what you said?
Shrinkage.
Right, shrinkage.
Well, that happens to everyone. Well, it's safety. Your body pulls
yeah.
everything in to be safe, because when it's cold, there could be damage,
Right.
frostbite, anything.
Right. So you want to get that thing inside where
just
it's warm.
like any soldier, you retreat back into the trenches.
Or the foxhole. They say there's no atheists in a foxhole. So
you know who started that? The Hillberries. The Hillberries were a very religious group. And you notice something else? All these people lived in hills. There was once found a lost Hillberry. He was incoherent.
Wasn't there relatives of the Hillberries? That's the same thing, but it was spelled B-E-R-R-Y. Bears got them.
Yeah, especially when they went out on Halloween.
That's right. Because they dressed up as berries.
Yeah, they thought it was a great pun.
Yeah.
And they dressed as a big berry. And then the bears would eat them.
And they never learned.
They didn't. They would have the best Hillberry costume, and there was individuals who would actually put all this juice in a big balloon rubber costume around themselves. And they'd actually put blueberry juice in it.
That just killed them.
Well, they did. The bears, they just ripped that apart.
I know. And then that's why the berries became the dominant sect, right? It was like the Neanderthals and the Homo sapiens. The Homo sapiens won, right? Because the Neanderthals were too stupid.
I think they just didn't understand economics. They didn't understand how to create a debt and collect interest.
Well, they couldn't balance account books, right?
It's well known.
Yeah.
Neanderthals were terrible.
They couldn't accountants.
As soon as they got whatever they got paid in say
shekels
or a big bear skull, they just party. They wouldn't put anything away in the cave for a rainy day.
No, they would.
And the Homo sapiens, well, they would just steal everything and put that away for a rainy day.
Right.
Okay, so I think we've discussed the course that we should be teaching soon.
And I think our business will be quite successful.
We have concluded our broadcast schedule for today. Good night.